Hey guys, it's Aaron from Aaron's Outdoor, and today I'm up in North Georgia, and I'm currently on a little trail in the woods going to one of my secret hunting holes for Bartram's bass. It's not really a total secret, but I found this place 3 years ago, and it is loaded with Bartram's bass. It's really cool. It's a super scenic river, and just one of my favorite places to go to, honestly. Like, Bartram's bass max out at 14 inches, so they're not big fish, but they're also really beautiful fish. And you can find them in incredible scenic places like this, which I just love going to. So this is going to be a fun video, I think. You're definitely going to see some awesome scenery, and I think I'm going to be catching a lot of fish too. So make sure to stay tuned. And if you're new to the channel, I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe down below. But let's get out there and let's get to fishing. I always get worried going over these big brush piles like this because I feel like snakes like these areas, but I always just kind of hit it with my rod at first just in case. This is always a cool, ooh, just heard something right there. It could have been a snake, but I was gonna say this is always a cool little spot. It's kind of like a little cave in here, just a little overhang, just lots of cool scenic stuff to see at this spot. Ooh, is that a frog? I don't know, but this is a spot that's always quite the adventure to get to. What? Oh, speaking of which, I don't usually see too many snakes here, but there's one right there. I think that's a banded water snake. They look real similar to copperheads, like the coloring. So copperheads have more hourglass marks on them, so I'm pretty sure that's just a banded water snake. I didn't even see that, but I was just talking about how I got to hop over a bunch of logs, do a little bit of rock climbing almost just to get to this spot. But you know, fishing alone like this, you always got to be on the lookout for snakes like that. It's really better to be with somebody when you go to places like this. He's just gonna scurry over there. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd call this rock climbing. This is just hopping on some rocks, really. There's a little salamander thing. Snakes like to eat those. Last time I was here, none of these logs were here. Looks like there's quite the log jam. I really just need to get in the water, and then so I can start wading through. Well, I think I'll be able to get in over there. Just walk across these big ones and get in right there. It does get super deep along that rock ledge over there. So I usually do have to walk around the bank if I want to go fish over there. Is that a fish? Do I have one? Yeah, I do. All right. Tiny Bartrams. He pecked at it a few times, but at least I got one. Well, he kind of flopped off there, but there's a little Bartram's bass. They are so beautiful in this river, and I don't know if I said this earlier, but I've caught a 13-incher out of this spot, which is a really good Bartram's bass. So that's a beautiful fish either way. Well, that sure is a beautiful little fish. I need to let him go. Kind of plopped him in there, but he had a little bit of torn up fins I was going to show you. So I don't know, they could be on beds right now. I'm not totally sure. Ooh, oh man, dude, I had one nail it. I casted it right over that log, and I think that was a little bass, little Bartrams. Oh, I didn't get him, dude. I had one hit it right when I casted it. Man, they're just not quite getting hooked. Oh, I got one. Wasn't even looking. Finally hooked one on topwater. That was my third topwater hit. The other two, I didn't get hooked. It's a nice Bartram's. All right, dude, they're such beautiful fish. These fish are just amazing, dude. You can't beat the beauty of these little bass. I think this one's probably close to 12 inches, which is a good one. All right, this guy's kind of squirming a little. He wants to go, but man, I just want to give y'all another look at the beautiful colors on this fish. These Bartrams are hard to beat, dude. There he goes. Oh, got one. There we go. All right, this guy's a little smaller, I can tell. So, you know, a Whopper Plopper, typically you can just cast out and reel in, but I've used this exact Whopper Plopper before. It's the Whopper Plopper 60 in the monkey butt color, I think. And I've used it at this exact spot, and it's just worked better as a prop bait for whatever reason. So, you know, there's certain scenarios where reeling it in will work just fine, but for whatever, this little mountain stream, you know, the bass prefer it to be fished like a prop bait. All right, beautiful little fish. I think I barely hooked him in the gill, so I'm not gonna worry about taking pictures of this guy. I wanna get him back in there as soon as possible. I see a fish under there in between those two logs on a bed. I think it's just a sunfish, because I saw other sunfish on beds. Man. Oh, there. I think I had one bite it. Might be hook setting too hard. I loosened my drag a lot. I wasn't totally paying attention, but I think I had one bite it. It kind of seems like if I work it real slow, it's better. Tons of wildlife over here. Seen a bunch of these little lizards. Ooh, what is he doing? Might be scared of me. I want to say that's like a green anole, except he's not green. What in the world is he doing? I think that's his neck, not his mouth. Wow. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Whoa, right there, right there. Wow. Right next to the bank. Oh, come here, bud. Whoa, beautiful little Bartrams. Wow. Talk about a good hit. I hope the GoPro got that well. This is another good one. We've caught two small ones and two good ones. Another one around 12 inches probably. I think this guy might be a little bigger than that other one though. On that Whopper Plopper 60. It's a good little lure. I mean, the first time or two I came here, I didn't really use topwater, but after fishing here a couple summers ago, topwater really was the deal, like this exact lure. So it's working again today. All right, beautiful fish. I'm gonna kind of plop him in the water. I got a lot closer to the water, but this area sometimes can be pretty good, right? Where this water's flowing in, there's a big tree, it's more chunk rock. There's one. Little one out towards the tree. Might have been hiding under that tree. I think it's a bass. Bartram's. Bartram's bass should be the only bass in here. I've never caught any other bass, which is a good sign, because if like spotted bass were to get up in here, they'd hybridize with these Bartram's, but I think these are all just pure Bartram's bass. I need to get this guy back in the water, but look at that little red by his fins. So they're not too beat up. Well, oh my gosh. Well, before he started squirming, I said his fins weren't too beat up, but there was a little red, so I don't know. They could be like spawning. I don't really know. Oh, one's got it. I wasn't even paying. Oh man, dude, these guys catch me by surprise. I should have had that one if I had just hook set it a tad bit better. Oh, I had one. Just trying to shoo all these flies away. Oh man, he hit it twice. Dang it. Now that's a little bit frustrating. I missed 3 in a row. 3 hits. Ooh, whoa! How did that one not get hooked? Dude, that one nailed it. Man, maybe I'm still hook setting too much. I have the drag reel loose though, so that it shouldn't rip the bait out of their mouth too much when I hook set. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Are you kidding me? This is getting a little frustrating now. That's like, what, 5 hits right there? They all came off. Ooh, there's one. Stay on this time, bud. Please stay on. Please stay on. There we go. Man, I just had like 5 or 6 so hits on topwater and missed all of them. I mean, a couple of them I think I had hooked for a second, especially the one that was dragging over that tree, but finally got another one. I was thinking about switching to that little crawl again, but might have to stick with that little Whopper Plopper. I mean, it's working well. It just got me a ton of hits. I was just getting frustrated. I was losing so many. And this one's got some cool red eyes. It's also got that turquoise on the back of its eye, which they all should have. But just cool fish. All right. And I'll walk this guy down into the water, give him a nice little release. Got one. There we go. First cast with this lure. You're kidding. Little Bartram's bass. There we go. It's not... Oh! Well, I did drop that guy, but I got him in. That was my first cast on that little Rebel Crickhopper popper. Dang. I think that raft is fishing for a trout. Apparently they just lost a trout, but it's a beautiful little Bartram's. This one might flop out of my hands, but man, he has some beautiful coloring on him. There he goes. I just took a break, ate some food, and then I switched lures. And this one looks really good. I mean, it's a little Crickhopper popper. I don't know if I've ever really used it much, but I think that was my first fish on it. But if I got one on my first cast, that could definitely be a good sign. That might have been one of the ones I missed earlier on the Whopper Plopper. Oh. Got one. Man, over the tree, over the tree. Get in here, bud. It's only a few casts later. This little popper could be the deal. I think they probably eat like bugs that fall in the water. And this probably mimics that a little better than the Whopper Plopper. And man, oh my goodness. This one's got probably the best markings out of all of them. I mean, look how many dots he's got in his fins there. And on him. That's just really cool. All right, beautiful little fish. I'll let him go here. You can watch him swim off. Oh, there we go. Another one, dude. Oh my gosh. I've got 3 on this lure real fast. I think it's definitely good I switched to it. Oof. And this guy's kind of small. But we've caught a few really nice Bartrams today. I just feel like I'm about to catch a ton with this lure change. Maybe should have been using this little thing all along. This one's got red eyes too. It's kind of cool. Another cool looking little fish. Ooh. Not a good release, but I mean, he'll be fine. Well, it got cloudy, which I thought would help the fishing, but the fishing seems to have slowed down a little bit. I haven't gotten a fish in like 30 minutes or so, which isn't crazy or anything. I think I can probably still catch one back that way once I head back, or at least a few before I head back. But now I think I'm gonna cool off and jump in here. It's not even that hot today. I've been here on days where it's like 80 plus. Today it's in the 70s, but I kind of have a headache. I just think it would feel good to jump in. Ooh. Wow, I can feel the current of this eddy. It's not like that strong, but whoo, whoo. It's a little chilly. Seeing all types of wildlife today. This little centipede thing. There's one. It's been a while, probably over an hour since I've caught a fish. Just had a couple hits over here. Hopefully I'll get this guy in. Oh, kind of swung him in there. Another real pretty one. Man, this one's got some nice markings. And I think we've reached double digits now. I think this is fish number 10. So I think these fish might be spawning. I mean, some of them, like I've already said this, his eyes aren't as red as they looked a second ago, but the red eyes and fins that are a little bit beat up, sometimes it means they're spawning. I mean, it's not that beat up, so I don't really know, but pretty little fish, maybe like a 9, maybe 10 incher. Man, these fish are beautiful. I'm gonna try to get a nice little release on this guy. Whoop, there he goes. Got him right by the bank. Ooh, I just did like a quick little fast retrieve because I know sometimes these bass will follow it and then hit it right at the bank. So I just kind of like did an aggressive twitch towards the bank, like he was gonna, like this little bug was gonna hop on the bank, and that guy nailed it. Another nice little Bartrams. Little Barty, that's what we should call them. We got largies, smallies, shoalies. Why not Barties? Maybe it doesn't sound quite as good, but all right, I'm gonna let this guy go. We got something tiny, I think. Maybe he's still on there. Wow, it's tiny. I think it's a bass. Yep. Well, that is definitely a baby. Maybe the smallest one I've ever caught. He is teeny tiny. I probably kind of spooked the fish when I got him out of that tree. You know, I'm standing super far back from the bank because this is really clear water and it's easy to spook them. Anyway, I'll let this guy go. There he goes. There's one. Yeah, it's a big old red breast. Ooh, wow. I think he might be spawning. It's such a red color. Sometimes they're like extra red when they're spawning, but there's this tiny little puddle kind of at the side of the river, and usually there's just sunfish in there, but hey, I'll take it. It's another fish. I might be able to catch another one if I don't spook the fish. I'm gonna put him right there, and yep, he already made his way back. Whew, well, I'm almost out of breath. I'm on my way back. Probably still got like a quarter mile till I get back. But man, today was fun. You know, this is one of those spots that, you know, it's kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. You gotta drive far to it. You gotta really walk through these woods, go through a bunch of weeds, go over these rocks, go over these trees. But once you finally get to that spot, it can be some really good fishing. And I had a lot of fun today. I mean, it was awesome. Caught a bunch of Bartram's bass, and then caught a little red breast at the end there. And this little Rebel Crickhopper popper worked pretty well. I think I probably caught about half my fish on that. About half of them on the Whopper Plopper 60, and then one on that little young craw poppy. So I think topwater is kind of the way to go up here. You know, the first time I came here, I caught a bunch on a little crawfish, the young craw poppy, but now I think I know that topwater is pretty much the way to go in the summer. So hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel, I definitely appreciate it. If you hit that subscribe button down below, I do a lot of videos like this. I love river bass fishing in some remote, beautiful places like this. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one, and thanks for watching.